What's up, boys? We're back with some more zombies for the Major Point 7 update. Tons of major overhauls to various systems in the game. I'd really like to try out an ability-based build with this item redesign, where every 5 movement speed adds scaling, ability damage area, and duration. Tried to get it last time, but it seems to be pretty rare. And then one other mistake I made last time is that I thought the synergies were supposed to be like a major ability evolution or something, but they're actually just purely passive bonuses. However, we will be trying to do a build with the fire trail planting mines again, but we're going to go a little bit different. I feel like the music is kind of loud right now. Let me turn that down a bit. So we're actually starting with the tank this time. Let's go back into endless mode. Oh yeah, I got a few different things for the badges. Let's drop all of these, and I can get... There's something really good. Oh, ability area and duration. That would be insane. And then we definitely want explosive, since we're actually going more onto the explosive side. And then we could get a bit of movement speed off of that. Not really sure. We'll have a good amount of fire, that's good. And then we might actually have a good amount of kinetic. I think we're going like fire, explosive, and slashing actually. There's a bunch of different like physical sounding types that are a little bit confusing. Let's just get a bit of XP and luck, I guess. And check over here. So we're going with the tank as the very first one, hoping to get pyro quickly after that. And we're focusing on the tank's abilities this time. We are trying to use the pyro's fire trail to spawn as many mines behind me as possible. So we actually do want to get duration and cooldown onto the pyro for that. But then we're going to want area and stuff like that on the tank. Let's go ahead and grab the saw blade drone for now. A lot of the abilities early game have very long cooldowns, which can make them inconsistent, so the drone's actually kind of nice in that area, since it's always active. It'll give us a bit of consistency in our early game. So yeah, we want area and damage and crit and stuff on the tank himself, and we want to max out the minefield because this is what the pyro's trail leaves behind. So we want to get the evolutions for that quickly. And with an extremely long cooldown and planting those in random areas, it's pretty hard to use them, so we do need to get the cooldown on that down, as well as the fire trail. Out of these, let's try and max out the saw blade drone first, I think, just to help out our early game, where we're going to be the weakest. And yeah, that is slashing. So we're going to have a decent amount of slashing and fire and a lot of explosive, I think, for this build. Cogwheels, an additional row of saw blade drones. It seems like there's 2 evolutions for each one, and the other one gives them a fire or ice damage enchant. So I think that actually sounds pretty cool here. We'll go ahead and grab the bombing strike for now. So the fire will synergize nicely with our pyro stuff, and then the freezing will give us a bit of much needed crowd control, I think, slowing enemies down. If we can find the other evolution, for now we'll just level up the minefield. More minefields, then one more level, and I think we can start seeing what the evolutions for that are. I don't think I've actually seen any of those yet. Oh, here we go. Saw blade drone enchantments with fire and ice damage types, and we get one more of them as well. And it adds all the different tags to it. We have 3 fire and 2 ice, it looks like. Not sure if we can still get any more of those. Ooh, legendary ability area. If that's for one person, we do have to put it on the tank, but that's actually fine, since that'll increase all of his explosives, and probably the saw drones as well. Minefield shrapnel, deal additional slashing damage. Oh, I have seen this one before. Beep on trigger, taunting enemies before exploding. I feel like if we're going a heavy minefield damage-based build, we probably want this one. And then that will give them some bleed, which is percentage health over time. But maybe just constantly taunting everything on the map would also be extremely good. Free reroll or banish, injured lasts twice as long. Kinetic is the thing that we won't have a ton for. Pickup range, up to 50% damage. That's good, but it's just not that interesting. Free reroll or banish could be nice. I think we're going to banish this and reroll, see if we can find something really cool. We'll have 3, so that would be 15% crit chance. Empty item slot, 10% XP, no. Damage against a full health enemy. We're going to have a lot of damage over time, so I don't think that's going to be great either. Cash from any source other than skips activates a super speed white power-up. Huh. Reduce movement impairing effects. Oh, I finally found it! We did it! Every 5 movement speed adds ability damage, area, duration. That's the first time I've ever seen this item. Yes! It does exist. So we are looking for Pyro, and I think the Engineer probably. So you can reroll to try and find them, but I'm fine taking a couple Liberate, seeing if we can save some stuff for a bit. Taking the Bombing Strike levels for now. More Bombing Strike. More Bombing Strike. I think we have 100 by default. Oh, 170. So that's actually already giving some then. 14% each, not bad. I don't think any of the tank's abilities scale with duration by default. But when we have the Firewalk from the Pyro, that will last longer with the duration. And then because of that, it will also spawn more mines behind me. So that will give me some sort of duration scaling for the tank's explosives. And there might be some evolutions I haven't seen yet, so we have 2 different bombing strikes. EMP bombs instead dealing electric. That would fit quite nicely with the Engineer. A single, much more powerful bomb that deals chemical damage. That sounds really cool, but it doesn't really fit with what we're doing here. I definitely want to build around that at some point. So we'll go ahead and grab the electric for that. And that makes it so that it has a chance to stun enemies on hit. That'll give us even more crowd control combined with the freezing effect as well. Okay, we do need to get a new survivor soon since we're almost out of stuff to level, but we can go ahead and grab Fury Unleashed, which is a weapon buff. It'll scale with my ability cooldown and ability duration to have higher uptime, and then there is some potential synergy with that. We do have a rare dodge, but I kind of want to grab the movement speed stuff to go with our item we finally found. There's another item kind of like that that's pretty cool also for a caster build. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Fury Unleashed synergy. There's an item that reduces your ability cooldowns when you crit with a weapon, I think. So there's a bit of a hybrid sort of spell sword synergy there with attacking and using abilities at the same time. And then the item that's kind of like the movement speed thing, for your pickup radius that's over 100, you gain extra ability area, which would be pretty cool for us, since I think all of our abilities do use area. But yeah, we're probably going to need to use some rerolls if we don't find one of the survivors I'm looking for on the next one. Since we now have most of the tank stuff, it looks like. Fury Unleashed. Two to a bunch of elemental tags. Ability attacks on full health enemies, no. The 20 movement speed is okay, but I think we can do better. Let's probably banish this and then reroll. For each damage type tag above 3, you gain a bunch of utility stats. It's not bad. Empty item slots, nah. Magnet Power Up gives a 45-second bonus of ability cooldown and some pickup range, which would work with the thing that I mentioned earlier, so I think I'm going to grab this and hope we do find the pickup scaling thing. And then that can give us both cooldown reduction and area together. Ooh, we got the Fury Unleashed things, so always active. I don't think that's super important for a caster build since we'll be getting a lot of cooldown and duration. Equally shared between all survivors. And then the stats go up quite a bit. That sounds better for an ability hybrid-y build like this, I think. Although we don't even have other survivors yet, but we'll probably reroll into them. 5% ability duration or the shotgun. We would be putting that on the pyro if I had him. I think I'm just gonna take the shotgun for now to make it hit more often. And then if we ever find the item that gives cooldown reduction based on weapon hits, that'll be pretty helpful. Weapon attack speed, that's quite a bit. I think I will take that just for the item. But yeah, the item redesign has been really cool. There's a lot of new potential stuff to build around now. A lot of interesting build choices. We really need some more survivors now. I should not have patched that guy, I guess. Take the pump action evolution for that. Another pump action. 2 movement speed just seems so small. I don't think we're going to be taking it on these types of level ups. Okay, nice. We got the pyro. So we need to get the firewalk, and then as soon as that's down, it'll start dropping some of the mines behind me as well. Here's the firewalk. Then we're going to need to level that up to improve the cooldown and the duration. Yeah, 2 seconds and some cooldown reduction on top of that. That's a pretty big improvement. Okay, here's the weapon thing. Weapon criticals have a 50% chance to reduce current cooldowns by 0.1 second for every ability. It has a 0.2 second cooldown on itself, but that's still quite cool. And we already took the weapon attack speed in the hopes of grabbing that as well. Oh yeah, no pain, no gain is actually a lot better with that huge movement speeds. So we can't really activate it now because you have to be low on health. So I guess we'll take makeshift bomb for the extra explosive stuff. More firewalk. Let's see, we could probably banish weapon damage. We like crit chance and attack speed and cooldown for it to trigger that thing a bit more, but I don't think we have any use for weapon damage. And I guess we'll take a bit of crit to go with that. These guys can both actually attack pretty fast. We have some decent shotgun levels already, so we'll put it on the tank and eventually get him the minigun for a very fast attacking weapon. More firewalk. I haven't seen the second firewalk evolution yet. The one I have seen causes it to leave a chemical trail behind when the fire disappears. So that doesn't really fit us here, but it would be cool with maybe the medic and some other chemical-based stuff. It also seemed, yeah, there we go, the firewalk chemical. Let's go with some more makeshift bomb for now and try and see what the other evolution does for that. It might end up being more useful for us. Chemical again, we'll take... Let's see, that's level 3. I honestly think I might grab a few more levels in this so we can turn it into the minigun. That has extremely fast attack speed for triggering the ability cooldown reduction item. Another chemical. I think there's supposed to be 2 for each, and we're just getting a bit unlucky right now. Again? Oh, here we go. Always active. So that would make cooldown reduction worse on him, and I'm not sure if duration would even work then. But I'm down to try that here. Each damage type tag gain weapon stats, probably not. Burning enemies have a chance to explode on tick, dealing 100% fire type. That's perfect, actually. We're doing exploding with a secondary on fire, and that's even more explosions, sure. So I wanted to try the engineer. He has an electrical explosion ability, and then we had the bombing strike converted to electric as well, so that'll be kind of cool. Here, I think let's go no pain, so that we can evolve that, and it will give us some very nice passive stats. I guess since I'm taking some decent damage here, it's okay anyways. Legendary ability area, yep. And then we want area on the tank for bigger explosions. Let's... Oh, here's the EMP grenade, electric and explosive. I think we will go ahead and grab that. We can get that up to level 4. But that one's close to an evolution. I like that for the explosive build. Let's go for some more fire here. Okay, we have both of the bombs here. Electric nails deal additional electric and penetrate more enemies. Launch towards the player instead and penetrate more enemies. This adds some kinetic, which is a damage received debuff. This has all 3 different tags for the stuff that we're using. That sounds like a great fit for the engineer we're trying out here, so probably not going to have a setup similar to this for a while with all the new stuff I'm trying out. So let's go ahead and try the electric one while we have basically the ideal setup for it. Let's get that ready to evolve pretty soon. Number of survivors can give crit chance, pickup range, and magnet power-ups pick up a bunch of stuff. Slashing is okay. It is pretty good against bosses, but I think there's some more interesting stuff we could get. Let's banish that one and reroll. For 300 points of max HP gives crit chance. Pickup range stuff. Opening a chest gives an explosion. Don't really think I care here. Get hit, create an explosion. Empty item slots, no. Super speed, no. Kind of hard to use. Critical hits give stacking weapon cooldown and attack speed, maybe. That would kind of work with the solar panel. So honestly, I guess I'll try that. We'll go kind of a hybrid-y build then, a lot of weapon attack speed and hits per second, and use that to reduce the cooldown of our abilities then. That will also make it very easy to keep up the tank's Fury Unleash thing. So that'll give a lot more weapon stats to everyone as we scale that up some as well. Let's go EMP, that's the other evolution. We want the minigun so that it hits extremely fast. Let's go electric turret, I think. Try that one out. EMP grenade up to level 3. Rare pickup, we don't have the one that scales with that yet, but if we do get it, it'll be very cool. There's the minigun, 15 attack speed, massive magnet size. Let's go ahead and grab that for the ability cooldown reduction on crits. We can get turret or no pain level. Probably want to get that evolved as soon as possible, I think. Let's go energy shields. That should be pretty nice with the area and duration we're getting now. Another EMP up to level 4. Magnet collects a bunch of stuff. Every tag gives weapon stuff. Ability attacks on full health, no. Let's banish the weapon-based thing, see what else we got. 5% crit chance, weapon attacks on full health enemies are critical. That's not bad, a bunch of it. Oh, there's the pickup thing. That's what I wanted. Ability area increases by 5% for every 10% pickup, plus 10% passive on top of that, and we already have a good amount of pickup after that rare one. So that brings us up to, I guess you have to look at area for each person, 245% on the tank. Weapon cooldown, that's not terrible now. Do I want a rare for that, or movement or ability cooldown? I guess I'll try it. This is a pretty good opportunity to go fairly hybrid. And we probably want that on the tank since he already has some decent weapon upgrades. We can get minigun attack speed and magazine size to help out with that. Or try and push the no pain. I think I like going for that. No pain up to level 4. Electric turret up to level 2, I think. Actually a big improvement in the range, 50% on top of other sets. Getting very difficult to move around now. Could definitely still use the evolutions for stuff we're missing. Full bonus is always active, but health regen no longer works. It's very good, but it's also kind of risky. 8 a second. I guess we'll try it. Might end up regretting that one though. Let's go energy shields. Try and get the uptime on that one higher here. I'm taking a lot of damage from something I don't even see here. Was I still in that axe hit even though I was moving that far away from it or something? Or energy shields. Or 30% damage to elite and boss, dodge or parry, nope. Military training rarity. Oh, and one of them is on lockdown. Utility stats, probably not. We have 2 slots left. I don't think I'm ever gonna take that. Let's see what else there is. 3 to every damage type tag. -1 to any with 6 or more. Survivors, military training. Against a full health enemy is critical hits. We're not gonna be hitting full health enemies very much. Maybe that? That'll give us 2 to our main stuff, and then 3 to the other types. Although I don't think that'll do anything. So we'll gain a small amount of explosive damage. That will go up to 9. At 10 it would be pretty good, I think. It'll give a bit of crowd control on the electric stuff. I guess we'll try it. So that's at 14, 13, 16, 9, and 10. If we can get the slashing up to 10, that'll give it potentially a lot more % damage for that bonus at the bottom. So that would be kind of nice. Energy shield, that one's getting pretty close. 20% cooldown reduction. I don't know that we really need that anymore. We might want some actual crit chance though, since it only triggers on crits, right? Yeah, weapon critical hits, so we probably want to get that up a bit then, put that on the tank. But I think we already get a huge boost of cooldown reduction from his steroid ability. I guess we'll get some more cocktail here. The Fury Unleashed buff he has. Let's go more electric turret, I think. Electric turret is getting pretty close to an evolution. That should be a nice boost. I feel like I might just die to unavoidable damage fairly soon though. Area and damage. We have a lot of area from items, so we can probably use the ability damage onto the tank. Since both of our scaling things give area, I think. Yeah, this gives 49% damage area duration, and then the pickup thing gives 45% on top of the 10%. Oh, come on! We got the 4th rank for the engineer at least. Man, it was a cool build, and I felt like we were kind of getting going, but I think I shouldn't have taken the 0 health regen thing, since we kind of just got worn down. That sucks. That was starting to be pretty cool too, and the first time I ever found the compass. Man, that could have been so cool if we lasted a bit longer. Rip. The meta progression is pretty huge now, and we did get some good engineer stuff. So more evolutions for him. I'll need to drop some points from something. And I don't really even have many points. Okay. So we can get more for the grenade and the energy shield. But we don't really even have points to put into the skills. Still so much meta to get. Got a bit more for the pyro. Probably more in the firewalk, I guess. And tank, we have a few more points. We can get some more cooldown on that, I guess, as well as some damage. And I guess that's about all I can do now. But yeah, there's so much to unlock. General tree as well, trees for all of the survivors. Some very cool items to build around. Maybe got a bit too greedy there, and I probably shouldn't have taken the 0 health regen thing. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.